with some of them. Hard brush, size down. I want it. So, despite the fact that there's patching, reserve whilst that cross hatching is for now. I put it on a layer. Style of these characters don't have that cross hatching. That was just enjoying the process. I'll do some of this hair. Ink it. Okay. So with hair, best to go macro to micro. You start with the big shapes and then you can play around and go with the smaller shape in that. So I'm just picking out those for now. As this hair kind of falls out between her rest of her hair, you can continue it under her chin. Yes. I don't like that line. More like that. And we'll add strands at the end on a That's not yet. Come on, hand. Cooperate. Now. There we go. Moving on the brush now because I'm getting into finer details here. Don't want to lose all the thickness of that fabric there, so I'll make sure there's an edge. A bit neater though. There we go. There we go, and continue that round. Maintain this way. I want it to be a bit more loose. Even make it so that this is quite torn. Hey there, sister. Very spooky. Nice and jagged edge here. Make it so that I'm gonna leave that like that. Okay. Right. Recommend fun. Legs are quite lacking in much any detail right now. Let's fix that. Won't add much. There's a bit more shape to it. Probably will keep it to having a white. Might have that kind of drift off, kind of like a hair like point. Not too. Okay. Point of view. I keep this quite angular. Go out. Make it thinner, like the other ankle. That. Same thing. Down. Hair like. There's all the hair behind. I try and keep this quite pitch black, so I'm not worrying too much about the detail shadow area. They are going to be pretty largely irrelevant. I don't. You can have a jam, peanut butter jam, jelly sandwich. Oh. You're just disparaging for no reason. Now you're enlightened. That PB. I do want it kind of loose fabric. Oh. It's like that dog that. Oh. Yes. Protect you from my. Your brain. It does make yourself quieter. Is some sort of magic. Make it so ripped. This. Yeah, I'm making a really buff, like wheat. That'd be that. Is there frosted shredded wheat or is that just shreddies? Wait, is shredded wheat a thing? It's not just shreddies. Hello there, Nikki. How you doing? We'll continue that. Continue. See that rip down here. Have it. Whoops. If we rub about this, then we can back down. We can have the arm. No sound. There is sound. Notice. Oh, hello there, Mel. I'm assuming so because Mel just what I was talking about, and I'm assuming that they're not just thinking about shredded wheat. Oh, really? Turn that up. A little bit better. Oh, maybe it's this. Hello, 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 hello. The humerus connected to the radius. The humerus connected to the ulna. Although maybe he does still have some form of flesh, so maybe I can. Ooh, yeah, maybe I can do that. So like the bones here, so there's like the radius there, there's the ulna there. But then if I get another layer, I can like add some flesh over it. I just gotta. lay it down just there. Right. Now we can add some like fleshiness over it and make it all like kind of like wrap around, go between the bones. Get me? Maybe something like that. This. Might look naff, but we're gonna try. And we can make it so that this part is like quite see-through. You can see like light coming through it. And then the bone, obviously, the light can't shine through. That'd be kind of cool, I think. What color blood do these demons have? Beside that. Octarine? What are you talking about? You don't know shit. You know plenty of shit. Don't. There you go. Yeah. I get rid of this. And somewhat of the bone under. I think that works good. Fabric. That. I think I'm gonna, after I've done the inking, do kind of like a blackout layer of all the places that are just going to be complete shadow. For these, you spooky, make it stop. Okay, I'll try. Hang on. I'll try. One sec. We're gonna do an unspook layer. Okay. Kaioken. Might not work, but I can try. Got this. We have some black layer, we can make it into a proper smile. Go. Here we go. They're just happy to see you. Just happy to see you, Kaioken. And wait. There's some... fluffy ears. Make it into a bunny so you can see the ears on the other side. There you go, an unspook layer. Now they're just happy to see you. They're even chatting. you go. So yeah, the demons are meant to have kind of a thread between ones that character. So one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that they're quite skeletal. What? Yes, that skeletal kind of look to them. And I'm probably going to give them the same color eyes and maybe the same color blood. I'm thinking maybe kind of a greenish or like kind of a mustardy yellow for their blood color. You can try it out. The first one I've drawn of the kind of human demon. So this one will be trend setting. Okay. I think we've inked enough. Got the coloring. Nine lines. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, if I steal some. If there is something of value from this stream that you're able to learn from, absolutely. Okay, so we're gonna add some blackout stuff. Yeah, as I said, the stuff in this. Let me show you the artist character. Might be a really messy. Give me. Yeah, so double layer. Geez. All right. So this girl is who this artist, this demon is. There's the cap and the hoodie and the long hair. I've kind of taken the extreme, the kind of slender legs. So that's who she is. So I've retained some of her aspects, her attributes, just so that it kind of links back. I'm trying not to be too literal though. And I'm okay with adding a little bit of like magic and supernatural to how things are changed. Like the design on her hoodie, it might not really be the same hoodie. I might make the design kind of warped in some way. Yeah, yeah. The room's quite loud on its own, Tip. With your noise cancellers, it just feels like silence. It's like very rare to have silence.
Room,
For sure. Right? No, when I felt like I was in a safe void when I was wearing your noise cancellers. Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. Right?
That's how.
I wanted to stay in your headphones forever. That was my new home. The lighting in here, I've got to put on my camera at some point. I don't have it set up at the moment. But I've got to put because I've made some new lighting differences, words, changes to try the other round because I drew me that one. Gonna have a sandwich. Okay. I wish there was tea material. No, it doesn't cut it.
Sorry.
No. Thank you though. You. What was I talking about? The lighting in the room, thank you. Yeah, I've changed the lighting in the room. To be rather nice. It's all funky now. 1 second, I'll show you. Go to in a second. Either emailing myself the video of it. Not video. Picture. I'm very tired, guys. It's a long day. Okay. Hello there, Chappie! Look, Chappie, I'm making spook stuff. Ready? Hey. I'll sketch a bit more here. There she is. Is she a beaut? How you doing, Chappie? My email. Yeah, so the lighting is unfiltered. Bam. Got the lines. Okay. My office right now, where I'm sat. I'm sat here. I bet. As we were doing though, we were doing this shadow area. Following them lights around. I'm looking forward to colouring the face, shadowing the face. I might do this. Should I do this? Start with. If it was like a real skin tone, probably start with colour for all of the situation. But as this is a demon and I might kind of go a bit more mottled with the colour, it might be okay to do grayscale and then kind of overlay all the colours have some kind of play around with it. Grayscale would allow me to like those, but that's what black. The choices. I feel like you'd need to like add a quilt around her to not just be like accidentally stabbed by her bones. She needs bubble wrap. Too sharp. I'm not usually quite so liberal with the ultra like kind of black shadow, but I feel like if I'm doing like a horror image it might look quite striking. If it doesn't, I can always highlight that area that I've done, that I've kind of cut out, and then put it into its own shading layer. Then just shade into it if I want to add a bit more detail to it, if it just looks a bit bland. But don't need. Got to just. Pink. Oh yeah, I was drawing bunny ears. I think that's all of the jet black done. Actually, legs. No. I think I'll shade them. Shade them. I kind of want to just go ham on the face for a bit. This is my holiday. I'm on holiday right now. I'm just going to do what I enjoy. I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to treat myself to just shading the hell out of this face. No one can stop me. Gonna cut it out and then color the hell of it out. Oh, not formulating sentences. Starting with a mid-grey. That way we have room to go shadow, and then we... I might make all of the hair jet black and then just highlight some specular on different... Too late for decision making, just drawing this face. I did. ready. He's ready for shading. I sure am. After I've got about a mid, yeah. Like that. I'm gonna go darker first, I think. Hard brush. And this. I might do soft brush first, then go in hard brush. So let's go like this. Get those big shapes in first. Like that cat would cause a big shape. Like that. Under eyes. Well, you haven't been sleeping so good, have you? Under eye. Although if you got under eye, I've got under eye bags. I don't know what. I've had them forever. I think that some people just have thinner skin in, like under their eyes, so it shows blue. Hello there, Courtney. How you doing? So I'm just kind of a lot of this is facing forward. Who's fun? Is completely boom away. The Creative Cloud. There it is. I like a 20 version. Updated. At the moment I'm just using kind of the standard brushes. Like this is just a soft brush with transparency tape on pen pressure. I'm using her Huion H610P. That's what it's called. Tablet. I'm gonna turn the tablet over right now because I'm panic. I'm gonna start with big strokes and then go. Like doing the first draft of an essay. All of this shadow. We'll also go darker. Like I start with mid-tone, I'll go slightly darker, lighter shade, and then slightly more darker. The same way I would macro. Probably would help if I could see my keyboard at all. Very dark in here. My lights on a bit brighter. Hang on, I'm going to put my lights on a bit brighter. let's go with the highlight now. I'll be honest, I'm doing this on one layer. I can do it on different layers where I can have a bit more control over things. Like if I did like a highlight, right, like this on a different layer, then I can control the opacity of it, right? Today we're going, because it's just grayscale, I feel okay to just go in and just do the shadow and highlight in one layer and just kind of color pick and blend out as I please. I'm gonna make the brush much harder now because I think that doing it too soft is actually not doing the type of character justice. You don't want it to be all like perfectly flawed. This character is not worrying about having an airbrushed look. See you later. Thank you for dropping by, Jabby. But yeah, she ain't worried about action. These little arrows. Probably gonna make this glow in some way over here, in here. I think probably with a yellow. I'll do that over the ink layer so I can make the lovely. Yeah, have fun with that. Oh, that sounded sarcastic. It wasn't sarcastic. Sarcastic. So there are other ways of shading, and the way I was doing the other characters, the human characters, is a way that Mark Brunert demonstrates on his work. This name. Whoop. That. How his name's done. How he demonstrates sometimes. You do a local color, which is just like flat color, and then you do a layer that is multiplied to add the shadow. Then you do a highlight layer of the lighting, and you do specular layer for all the specular. But there are multiple ways of doing things. This is more like a playful kind of method. When I'm just kind of wanting to just go in and paint. But yeah, kind of doing it in stages allows you to like kind of keep track of the tones you're using. Rather good. What are you painting at the moment? Doing now. Nice. He's on YouTube. He's got a lot of really good tutorials. He used to work, I think, on WoW games. I could be wrong, but I think so. Very good tutorials. He's got a much better teaching capability than me. Yeah, dude. Oh, love it. Love it. Something I need to draw more of, because it's one of those, and something that I draw a lot when like in my own time, but I don't think I've really got many of them finished. as actual artwork is I draw a lot of like orcs. They're just really fun to draw. They got really dramatic facial features, and like they're just great fun. Adding the tusks stuff. I just don't draw them much, like as finished paint. I've got loads of sketches of them. When I can't think of what to draw, like in a cafe or something, I'm just like, I'm just gonna draw an orc. Feel like it. Nice. Have lots of fun with it, and think of it as, yeah, like a 3D space. Side on an angle, the light source, then just kind of almost like from that light source, white paint is like being thrown from that direction. Whenever it hits, anything that's turned away from it won't get hit. Keep at it, man. Keep at it, and don't be nervous of like doing it wrong. Get the hours in. There's still plenty of like areas that I struggle with quite immensely with art. There always will be, right? There'll always be better people at it, and there'll always be areas that you haven't even like touched. The art is so damn big. If you enjoy learning it. Something that I was actually thinking about a few weeks ago is I've been drawing professionally a decade, and I notice sometimes I'm not my best work, despite trying to. The effort's there, and I realize it happens when I forget to enjoy the process of making something beautiful. Like one of the projects recently, it had some beautiful landscapes involved in the work, and I wasn't feeling it, and I was seeing it as, you know, a to-do list item, a task, a thing to put in progress and done because it's part of the work, and it just didn't look how I want it to look. And then I like thought to myself, I was just like, okay, so you've been given this task of drawing this beautiful landscape with this wonderful sky and gorgeous mountains and lovely trees and leaves and water ripples, and like you would have like lost your mind if you were asked to do that profession before. Or you would have just like loved to be able to have the opportunity to do that, be able to do that. And when I realized like maybe I can just start enjoying the building of that world on the page in front of me, I actually started making it made the art better. It made it a lot better. I know I'm probably just rambling, but it can be easy to forget the art side of things sometimes when you're doing it professionally, and reminding it does make it much more enjoyable when yourself. Like maybe what can I do to this picture to make it more special? What can I do to it to make it more pretty, more impactful? And it also made me work quicker when I'm trying to force something out. And you obviously have to force things out when it's for a client, right? Got a time limit. But deadlines. So got to keep it and quality. Okay, this thought. That was it. When you're enjoying it, you'll get a week's worth of struggly work done in a day, and it'll be like a different artist did it. No doubt. So just be excited. Look at other artists. Like when you're looking at other artists, don't be like, oh, I wish I could, like, sad about it. Be like, oh man, look at how they captured the light under that wave. That's pretty damn cool. I'm gonna try that. Like, wouldn't it be cool if I made that like kind of leaf fly across green? Wouldn't it be? How can I make that ripple look green? Up even higher now. Still quite low. Like, oh, you can't see, but it's still only like 64% brightness. $75. So highlights, remember, highlights are what's facing the light source. Specular is what's facing the viewer's eye. So all of the highlights are facing upward by my light source, as I'll show you in a minute. Specular, the edges are facing. Is a detail I feel got missed in like school art. I go to draw. It can be fun, absolutely. It's good to kind of get the creative exercise, and it can kind of break you out of repetitive processes as well. Because if you're like, I'm going to draw this specific thing, and then like, let's say you draw a face, and you've always drawn faces at 3/4 angle, same expression, with the same, like, kind of, you start with the circle, you do the Loomis head, blah, 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 kind of thing. You're not gonna get as varied results. But yeah, if you start with different shapes, you can make some interesting. For sure, good idea. Go lower. I haven't tried it, but I feel like that would also be a good way of starting with character design or prop or anything really. Where, let's say it's a villain, and you think of like a shape language for that villain. Maybe it's like triangles, quite sharpened. So you could just start scrolling quite triangular shapes together, and use that as the base for that character. Same with like if you wanted a cute one, maybe you can just kind of do lots of curvy shapes, curvy rules. Kind of see where that leads you. Texas. No. Hold myself. Grayscale. Grayscale now. Add color and like in layers afterwards. Alright, I'm gonna do some because it's not too shiny. I'm gonna be a super shiny surface. I'm not doing a super concentrated specular. Like at the moment it's quite diffuse. Like if I did like this, right? Looks suddenly real shiny thing. We're keeping it nice and diffuse. The light isn't being quite so accurately beamed back. Surface is rough. Just trying some stuff out. I haven't fully decided what I want the character to look like. I'm hiding as yeah, I kind of prefer the yellowing. It adds some actual blood onto it rather than just this can be the main color. Actually starting to hold. Stop adding the like this color could actually, because it's inside of a skull, right? I feel like we could bring some color down into the nose. Might lose a bit more. kind of actually prefer the like sketch, but that might be because this thing. Away from them. So I think that that's a balance. I think that's how I'm gonna. Have that as a skin. So down here. This kind of ulnar radial radius arm that doesn't really have any muscle on it. It's just literally skin and bone. Where the bone kind of has a bridge of skin. Want the light to shine through the middle. Wait. So if I get this shadow. I block in. Up. That is thinking like behind ad room. Well. Have like a grey because there's so much that look great, look blue. it's 1:30 in the morning. I'm gonna head out. I think I'm gonna get too sick to make correct decisions or words. Decisions on the art. Thank you very much for joining me. I think that we've got a good start for how these and this theme, with that kind of color theme, eyes and such. My faces are structured good. Starting. Yeah, I'll finish this off. I'm pretty much anything from this project will be on stream. Thank you for joining, and all dreamers are very. And I hope your vampire comes out well. Yeah, everyone.